on Comcast Sportsnet, part of the NBC Sports Group.
Last night in the East Bay, the Athletics clinched their first playoff berth since 2006. With a roster full of rookies, sprinkled in with some veterans, and an outstanding pitching staff, the A's shocked the baseball world, snatching the final AL playoff spot with 92 victories. But there is still unfinished business for the green and gold. 2 wins and they will steal away the division from the Texas Rangers and hold on to a chance for home field advantage throughout the American League playoffs. It's been quite a year for the A's, and the final 2 games will be as exciting as it gets. The division is on the line. A's, Rangers, next. Well, after last night, the A's know they're in the postseason, but can they be the AL West champions? We'll find out in the next 2 days. It's the Rangers and the Athletics game 2 of the series. A's are just 1 back. If the Rangers win tonight, they win the division. A's have to win the final 2, and then they would win that division. And Blackley's going to try to do it tonight for the Athletics. Good evening, everybody. Welcome to Oakland A's Baseball along with Ray Fosse. I'm Glenn Kuiper. Well, we've all recovered from the excitement of last night, but still important baseball to be played, Ray. Travis Blackley tonight, he's done a good job for the A's, filling in, spot starting, but his last 2 starts, he has not been very good.
You know, you also go back to when he was not even supposed to be with his club. He's supposed to be here about 3 days ago to AAA, but he stayed. He's done a very good job considering his role. He started, he did a great job, as he has done throughout this season, but whenever he's had a tough time, that's the case. And it started in New York, actually, when he had a ball called, and that kind of set him off. He only went 2 innings in New York, and did their worst job in Texas, just 1 inning, gave up a lot. But they always say that after a couple of bad ones, maybe the 3rd time's a charm. Let's hope that's the case tonight. He seems to be ready. Mentally, he's ready to pitch tonight. Let's hope he does it.
Now the Rangers lead the league in runs scored. No surprise there. And one of the main reasons is they get production from down at the bottom. Mike Napoli has 24 home runs tonight. He's hitting 7th in their lineup.
And just watch his swing. Lifts the leg, gets the foot down. He has power to right field, to left field. We saw it with the Angels. He did it against his former team on Sunday night. A couple of home runs, 6 runs batted in. But when he lifts the leg, he swings very violently. If he makes contact, he did it last night, a high towering fly ball just over the left center field wall. But as hard as he swings, if you can miss his bat, that's great. Most of the time, though, when he makes contact, it's going to travel like we just saw.
Now the Rangers will send left-hander Matt Harrison to the mound tonight. He is an 18-game winner. So will the Rangers celebrate tonight, or will the A's extend this drama into tomorrow? Let's hope so. Good baseball coming up here on Comcast Sportsnet California. The A's and the Rangers.
brought to you by AT&T, the nation's largest 4G network. AT&T, rethink possible. By Toyota, check out the great deals at your local Toyota dealer today. And by Xfinity, home of the most live sports.
Well, the A's take the field to a huge ovation. Appreciation from the fans. Pretty good bond this year between players and fans.
It's amazing. Really amazing.
Postseason trip certainly helps. That Game Time weather brought to you by the Santa Cruz Beach Boardwalk. Get to the beach. The admission-free boardwalk is open this week. Another hot night. It's 85 degrees. Just don't say that very often.
No, not on October the 2nd. We talk about Indian summers, but this is no, this is going to the extreme. But it's nice. No complaints about the weather.
Let's look at the lineup for the Texas Rangers tonight. Kinsler, Andrus, Hamilton, Beltre, he'll DH, Cruz, Young will play third, and then Napoli, who's at first, Soto to catch. Gentry is in center field.
And if there's ever a time for a pitcher to forget about a couple of starts, that would be Travis Blackley, and I think he has done that. He's looking forward to tonight's start because the last two, those against the Yankees and the Rangers, have not been that great. Just a total of 3 innings, 2 in New York, 1 in Texas. So well rested, plenty of strength, and you'd like to throw very good strikes, but very good ones as well tonight.
A's defense tonight as Cespedes in left, Crispin center, Reddick in right, Donaldson, Drew Rosales, and Moss on the infield with Norris doing the catching. So Kinsler strides into the batter's box, and we're just about set to go for Game 2 of this 3-game series. The A's are 1 game behind the Texas Rangers in the AL West. If the A's are going to win the division, they will have to win tonight and tomorrow afternoon. If the Rangers are going to win the division, they just need to win 1 of the next 2 games. Field and Culbreth will call balls and strikes tonight, and Gary Cedarstrom, who is the crew chief, is over at first base. So we are set to go. Blackley kicks, and his first pitch to Kinsler is fastball for a strike. Well, both these teams already in the postseason. It's just a matter of will they be a wild card or a division winner. So Blackley trying to bounce back from 2 difficult starts at New York and at Texas.
But of course, what happened in the first inning, the Rangers remember, and the Athletics in Travis Blackley really remember, and it was not a good one. 5 runs the first inning off Blackley, and though the A's scored 7, they still lost by 2.
This one's hit very high behind third, and it's going to be Donaldson makes the catch, out number 1.
It's already a plus because Kinsler did this on Thursday. Beautiful, hot, sunny afternoon in Arlington, Texas. That was the first batter, first inning for the Rangers. And that was the beginning of the onslaught in the first inning. And 1 inning is all Blackley pitched.
So a rematch, Harrison and Blackley from that game on Thursday.
And the A's, I think, would take 7 runs if they scored on the 5 home runs in the game. 7 runs they scored. Beltre again DH tonight.
So here's Elvis Andrus, the shortstop, and he takes a strike. Andrus hitting .289 with 3 home runs and 62 runs batted in.
And already seeing Field and Culbreth, the home plate umpire, calling a high strike. And while that can be good, it can also be dangerous living up in the strike zone, especially on a warm night where the ball probably is going to carry very well.
Strike 2, 0-2.
So he likes the low strike too.
Yes, he does.
So if that's the strike zone, let it go, and that's a nice one to have. Right around the knees. And Andrus smiled back and Field and Culbreth said that's a good call.
Hamilton waits in the on-deck circle just underway from the O.co Coliseum. Crowd still filing in. It's not going to be sellout, anything near that, but it's going to be somewhere maybe around 20,000, maybe a little bit more than that, and they will be boisterous.
So
Last night.
That's the thing about last night. 21 plus announced, and they were as loud as 42-43, as we heard on the road trip.
Stephen Drew charges, handles the in-between hop, and that's out number 2.
One thing I think we've been very impressed about Stephen Drew is his smoothness at shortstop. He knows how to play. That time he knew he had to charge the ball, get rid of it quickly, but his hands, very soft hands, reaches down, and boy, it's not jinxing anybody. He has just been spectacular with his play at shortstop, handling pretty much everything hit to him. He's got very good range, and he knows that he has to get rid of the ball quickly at times, and he's able to do that. That was an X-Ball, wasn't it?
It was, and that's brought to you by Cash Creek Casino Resort. Josh Hamilton swings and misses at the first pitch he sees. 286 the average for Hamilton, with 43 home runs and 127 RBI. Hamilton, quiet night last night, 0 for 4 with 2 strikeouts. Big shift. Donaldson playing right at the shortstop spot. Outfield deep. Swung around slightly toward right.
We talked about the Triple Crown, and with the Tigers clinching the Central Division, would not think there'd be that much talk about the Tigers, but there continues to be a lot of talk because it's around Miguel Cabrera, star third baseman.
And a miss. 2-2.
Swung at the fastball, got the changeup, a very good one from Travis Blackley, and good to see him around the strike zone, and especially pulling the string on the changeup. Came out of his hand looking like the good fastball. Hamilton way out in front, and the important thing there is the pitch was down low, exactly where you want the good changeup.
Takes that one. Fill up the count. Beltre is in the on-deck circle. He would hit next. Blackley trying to get Hamilton. And just off the mid of Norris.
Well, he challenged him at 92 with a fastball, and foul tip, and then you got Derek Norris at catcher's mitt, yes, but midsection as well. So he throws the fastball, something that Hamilton probably was looking for, and just fouled it, got on top of the ball, fouled it straight back and down into Derek Norris.
Swing and a miss. He struck him out. A 3-up, 3-down inning for Blackley. Much better start this time. Bottom of the first coming up. A's come to bat here in the bottom of the first, no score, and this is the lineup for Bob Melvin's guys. Coco Crisp in center, then Drew at short, Cespedes in left, Gomes the DH, Reddick in right, Donaldson at third. Moss is at first, Norris will do the catching, and Gonzalez is going to play second base.
Back-to-back starts for Matt Harrison against the Athletics. Picked up win number 18. A lot of run support. 9 runs his club scored him on the 27th last Thursday, including the 5 runs the first inning, but he did get out of the game after giving up 4 runs, including 2 home runs, Reddick and Norris. And there's that quick delivery he talked about.
Bounced in the hole. Anders has it long throw across. And Coco Crisp swings at the first pitch. He's retired for out number 1.
Not a quick pitch, just very quickly getting rid of the ball.
Rangers defense tonight has Hamilton at left, Gentry in center, Cruz in right. Michael Young again at third base. Anders at short, Kinsler and Napoli on the right side with Giovanni Soto doing the catching.
Well, a lot of speed in center field with Gentry, and no slouch in left field with Hamilton, so there's the speed, but Gentry could cover a lot of ground from right center to left center.
First pitch to Drew from Matt Harrison is outside.
Remember, the A's had in the first inning against Harrison a couple of runners on and a fielder's choice and a double play.
Well, they got 1 runner on tonight so far as Drew lines a single to right field.
How much is it about the count? 1-0. Harrison wanted to get a fastball in for a strike, and Stephen Drew was ready for it, hitting second tonight as Johnny Gomes has moved down on the cleanup spot. Stephen Drew got a fastball center cut, and good hitters would do exactly what he did. Nice drive to right field. Did keep in the park, as Harrison is capable of giving up the long ball. With a nice swing, and very versatile Stephen Drew to move up and down the lineup, hit wherever the skipper wants him.
So here's Cespedes, 0 for 3 last night with a walk. Curveball that stayed is high. 23 homers, 82 RBIs for Cespedes. Batting average holding firm right around 290. This one's popped up. Kinsler and Napoli come together to be Kinsler. He's got it for out number 2. So that'll bring up Johnny Gomes. And here's our forward right choice. Before tonight's game, Johnny Gomes honored as the 2012 Catfish Hunter Award winner. It honors A's player who's played on the field and conduct in the clubhouse best. Exemplifies the courageous, competitive, and inspirational spirit demonstrated by the late Hall of Fame pitcher. The award is voted on by, and this is the most important thing, right? Yeah. A's players, coaches, and staff. So Johnny Gomes is the winner. My partner presented it to Johnny Gomes along with Steve Vucinich.
He was a great person, great pitcher, but he was just tremendous in the clubhouse, just as Johnny Gomes is the leader.
Don't you think awards that are voted on by the players and managers, staff, the whole, those are the ones that mean a lot to the player, I think.
Well, Johnny was appreciative of what his players did. He won the Bill King Good Guy Award. I think each of the last 3 awards have gone to Johnny. But deserving, very deserving. If there's ever a heart and soul of a ball club, it would be Johnny Gomes. And the leader, and tonight very happily hitting 4th, couple of solid hits last night as Perez started the game. Johnny with a couple of hits, first 2 at bats.
See, you win the Catfish Hunter Award and then you get to bat cleanup.
Now if you pitch, that would be even more special.
$17 home runs for Gomes, 46 RBIs. That ball in the dirt.
You know how they give the number of pitches thrown. They always say number of strikes and they figure out the percentage. Catfish, you could just say about 75 to 80%. And when he missed, it was a purpose miss. It wasn't something that he was trying. But he was as great a control pitcher as I've ever seen.
One to Gomes, but a throw to first. Well, wasn't he forced to throw strikes when he was younger?
Yes,
his older brother
That's right.
Batting practice or something.
If he was going to play with the older brothers, he had to throw strikes.
That'll get it done.
They put a strike zone up against the back of the barn, and if he didn't throw strikes, the brothers wouldn't let him play.
That's awesome.
There's the changeup. Knew it was coming, and Johnny started to first base, maybe looking fastball, but Harrison threw Cespedes a changeup. 1-0, got him to pop up and pull the string on Johnny Gomes at 84, and a good one. The pitch to sit and look for if you can get it, especially with the elevated changeup.
So Drew will take off at first. And the pitch is fouled at the plate. A changeup on 3-2.
Still think about the first game I ever caught for the A's was Catfish Hunter. Spring training. 5 innings, 15 batters, 15 of the easiest outs I've ever seen in my life. Welcome to Catfish Hunter's world. Just a foul tip. And you know, when you go down to one knee, what good are the shin guards if you're down on one knee and you're exposing your body? And Soto got one on the foul tip.
Drew runs again, and that's a ball, and the A's have 2 on and 2 out.
And a good take by Johnny Gomes, especially after the changeup for strike 2 and then the foul tip. Mike Maddox, the veteran pitching coach, looking on.
Position, right fielder, number 16, Josh Reddick.
So here's Reddick.
Harrison got some trouble last Thursday in the first inning, but after his club scored him the 5 runs, settled down. It was Josh Reddick hitting home run number 30. At his first time ever hitting 30 in his big league career.
And last night, Reddick drove in the A's first run, and it was in the first inning. The A's scored twice in the bottom of the first last night. Really got the crowd into the game. Fastball way inside.
Well, this was a big relief for Josh Reddick. He had gotten 2 hits the night before against the Rangers, and then came out first at bat, a solo home run given number 30, and hit another one, and now has 32 on the season thanks to the big one on Sunday, a 2-run shot.
Slider down and away, 2 or more.
But it is Tuesday night, and this crowd is unbelievable, isn't it? School's in session. Saw it last night and again tonight. Great thing to see.
This one's popped up, and it's going to be just below us.
Similar pitch that Reddick hit out against Harrison in Arlington. Nice shot from our vantage point.
Drew is the runner at second, and Gomes at first. They're ready to roll on the crack of the bat. Inside again, and now it's 3-2, so the runners will take off.
He threw him an 86-mile-an-hour cut fastball. He fouled back, and now he's going to 3-2. So his fastball low 90s. He'll throw a 204-seam fastball, cut fastball, curveball, and changeup. Soto, as a lot of catchers at this count, will rarely challenge a hitter 3-2, although Gomes did on the second 3-2 pitch and a walk.
Runners go, and that one's rolled toward Kinsler, who's got it. Side retired. So Reddick grounds out, A's strand a pair. We're on to the second. No score. California is brought to you by Cache Creek Casino Resort. Cache Creek's rake in the cash. $500 cash every hour from 6 p.m. till midnight. Visit cachecreek.com for details. Well, it's also that time of year, especially when your team's going to the postseason, Ray. You got to get the goodies. Got to get the T-shirts, the hats. And Beltre drills one toward left center field. Nobody's going to get it. It bounces off the base of the wall. And Beltre is going to have a leadoff double, so he did not wait around.
That's your first pitch fastball hitter. He got the fastball that was down, and he wasn't going to wait around and just look at a pitch. He had a chance to watch 3 hitters. And the first pitch right there, and fortunately for the A's, kept it in the park. Very strong swing by Beltre. So if he's hurting, he's not showing.
He can still hit.
Yes, he can.
His 33rd double of the year. And here's Nelson Cruz. Cruz, 24 home runs, 90 RBIs, and he's hitting .260. Cruz, another guy that's a doubles machine. He's got 43 doubles. This one's tapped toward third. Donaldson charges, looks to runner back, throws high, but Moss goes up to get it and comes down with his foot on the bag. So that is out number 1, and we got our first October Quest update from the studio.
Batting in the 6th position, third baseman, number 10, Michael Young.
So Andrew Bailey looking for some help from our old friend. Raul Ibanez with the home run. So they are top of the 10th, tied at 3.
But Ibanez did it against the A's pinch hitting in that Saturday 14-inning game. Gave the Yankees the lead, pinch hitting, and then came back in the 9th inning or the 13th inning and tied it. A good hitter had to come off the bench or play against right hand.
It's blocked by Norris. The Baltimore Orioles won tonight, 1-0 in St. Petersburg. What a ball game. James Shields pitched one of the best games of his career tonight, and he lost. He struck out 15 in a complete game. The only run, a Chris Davis home run. 1-0. Orioles win it. So the Orioles are watching that Yankees game.
And the Rays are doing their best to help the Yankees, or just help themselves after being eliminated last night with the A's victory here.
Off of Blackley's glove, and he slowed it down. If he makes the catch, Young is going to be out, but maybe if it doesn't hit his glove, he may be out as well. But he got a glove on it, and that kind of slowed it down. And it just kind of dropped to the middle of the grass, and that was it for a base hit.
Unfortunately, as the pitcher follows through, he's on the downward part of the mound. If he's able to stay on top, he catches it easily. But look at the follow through. Then he reaches up off balance, and as always, pitchers never know how hard the ball is being hit back at them. All the pitcher fundamental practice you can have, still every hit off the bat is different. And this one just off the top of his glove. Had he caught it, he might have gotten Beltre, who was heading to third base.
Off, yeah. So first and third, one out for Mike Napoli.
Napoli does not hit a lot of ground balls. The A's are playing back for a double play. He has the uppercut swing. And Cruz, or Young at first base, is not getting a very big lead. Remember, Napoli hitting with Blackley pitching has done a good job holding the runners close with his excellent move.
Napoli takes a changeup that drops low, so now it's 2-0 with Giovanni Soto in the on-deck circle. 92 wins for the A's this season under Bob Melvin. 74 and 88 last year. saw some of the playoff information. The 16th time in 45 years that these will be heading to the postseason.
Pitch was outside, and he went to the jet stream in right field, right center, and Napoli big home run in the first inning. Capped a 5-run inning.
That one lined, throw to first, and the throw is high, and Moss goes up to catch it, and that keeps Beltre at third.
Key down there, big guy.
So Donaldson let it go.
Well, the first one, you could kind of look at it and say he was looking the runner back and threw high, but Brandon Moss, I don't know if he's ever jumped this high in his life, but he's had to do it twice in this inning. Line drive right to Donaldson. He was looking for two, got under the throw, and Moss, boy, some elevation there. As Tim Roy would say, elevation sensation.
No question. Our good friend Tim Roy from across the way.
That's right. Tim Roy. And they started today, right? Practice or whatever.
Underway.
Yeah, but sure, he's watching baseball tonight.
So a big play. 2 outs now for Soto.
He's throwing the changeup. He's keeping it down, and that's a good location. As much as you really credit the hitters for not swinging at the good changeup for Blackley, but well, you do not want to elevate it. After Beltre hit a first pitch fastball to Young, Napoli, and Soto, he has gone first pitch changeup.
And that was a hittable fastball, and Soto fouled it straight back. Soto coming over in a trade from the Cubs. It was on the 30th of July. The Rangers looking for maybe a little bit more offensive pop. They had Yorvi Torrealba, who was a pretty good defensive catcher. Thought maybe they could get a little more offense from Soto.
It's a circle changeup. That's a great shot, Tommy. Great camera work there, showing the circle changeup grip. And Travis Blackley in the mitt, and he pulled the string. This time it's down. This time with a swing and miss. Looked very inviting for Soto. Big swing with the leg kick. No contact. Two-seamer. Another good shot. Oh, perfect.
Victory call. Soto's called out on strikes. Blackley works out of the first and third. 1-out jam. Bottom of the second coming up. No score.
advantage of the new low pricing and see every remaining A's out-of-market game live, online, and on your favorite devices in HD quality. Visit OaklandAthletics.com to order and get more details. MLB.tv. Baseball is everywhere.
Tape it up, hold it together.
It's what you tape up a bat. Keep using it, put some nails in it, tape it up. Not seeing a helmet, though.
I like it. First pitch to Donaldson is low with a breaking ball. Donaldson, Moss, and Norris here in the bottom of the second inning.
And we know he's strong tonight with his throws so far. 2 throws at the top of the inning. We know Brandon Moss can jump. Young is at third base playing deep, and that attempt by Donaldson. He took a couple of steps in, went back to his normal position. So still playing very deep all the way around for Josh Donaldson. And bunt leading off an inning is never bad if you can do it successfully, get on to start an inning.
Swing and a miss on a fastball, 1-2. 9 home runs, 33 runs batted in for Donaldson. He was 0 for 3 with a walk last night. Stays hot. The A's know that the Baltimore Orioles won tonight. The Yankees still playing, tied 3-3, going to the 11th inning. Bouncer toward the shortstop Andrus, who charges and throws out Donaldson for out number 1. So that best record in the American League is still in play, with the Rangers and the Yankees 1 game ahead of the A's for that best record, which comes into play as far as home field advantage throughout the playoffs. That's the wild card. The A's now a half game back because of that Orioles win. The Yankees, Orioles, Tigers, Rangers, A's. So everybody's in.
Looking at the Yankees defeated by Boston. The A's win tonight. All 4 teams will have the same record. Starting tomorrow in the final game of the season. Slow breaking ball. Brandon Moss started, and according to Lance Barksdale, he went through far enough, and it looked like he did.
What else, Ray? 2 games left in the season. And the A's could be the second wild card, or they could be the number 1 seed.
Amazing.
Either one. We don't even know, and there's 2 games left. So that is amazing. You would think it would start to get a little clearer. But now the Orioles winning, so Yankees have to win.
I know there's one Mickey Morbido, who's director of team travel, is saying it's getting more clouded.
We're going to get Mickey up here and just get his reaction, which is always worth a laugh or two.
That's tomorrow's starting pitcher, A.J. Griffin, scheduled to start tomorrow here. It's Ryan Dempster. The A's have not seen Dempster this year since being acquired.
So Moss is going to be awarded first base, or was it a foul ball? I think it was a foul ball.
Huh. Did hit his bat. Check right above the hands. And as he said, he got up, he said it didn't hit me, and it did. It hit the bat. That's how close it came to hitting him.
And then he swings and misses, but it looked like the ball went right under the visor of his helmet.
Yeah. What's scary is he's trying to get out of the way. There's the Exmo as he's coming back, but right above his left hand, which is on the bat, and the bat as he goes down hard. He probably hit harder on the ground, and his heart palpitating very, very quickly. You know, that's scary. Up head high. pitcher likes to pitch up in that area, and if don't like to see it because that's the dangerous part.
So 2 outs, and here's Norris. That's the first strikeout for Harrison. Good changeup. Norris hitting 192 with 6 home runs and 31 runs batted in.
Really kind of similar type pitchers tonight. Lackley and Harrison both good fastball, good breaking ball, changeup. Use all the pitches, mix them up, and so far we've seen that from both.
And a breaking ball, strike 3 called. So a couple of strikeouts for Harrison as he has a 3 up, 3 down, bottom of the second. On to the third, no score, A's and Rangers. Sportsnet California is brought to you by Provident Credit Union. Provident Credit Union Super Reward Checking is better than free. They pay you. Beautiful night at the O.co Coliseum. A couple of good fans. They're here a lot. Lots of good A's fans.
They're here every home game, aren't they?
They are good fans. We see them a lot. They have a good time. So Gentry to lead it off. And first pitch on the outside corner for a strike. Gentry getting a start in center field tonight. Having a good year. 307. A homer and 26 RBIs. 13 for 28 against the Athletics. He's very fast. And that one's hit toward left center field. Coco's on the move, and he's going to get there, and he makes the catch. So that is out number 1. Here's our true story brought to you by McDonald's. Well, this was fun. Last night, Grant Balfour trying to get the A's to the postseason, and he would strike out the side at the top of the ninth, and that would set off the celebration, and it was a good one.
Talk about Dennis Eckersley, the great closer for the A's, the Hall of Famer, and every time he pump his fist, and all he's doing is releasing all that tension. We saw Grant Balfour at his best. 3 punch outs and getting fired up in the bullpen, came in, got the 3 strikeouts, and turned around and went, oh, it's over. And then into the arms of his catcher.
Well, we saw a whole bunch of players release some tension last night when they got back to the clubhouse. They had a good time.
And very deserved. Yep, they should have done exactly what they did.
One and one to Kinsler, and it's just a touch low. Kinsler fouled out in the first inning.
I like Napoli, a big uppercut swing by Ian Kinsler, the leadoff hitter. 19 home runs on the season, several leadoff.
Sometimes you catch a guy at the right time, Ray, and Kinsler's struggling right now. He's got 1 hit in his last 19 at bats, 3 hits in his last 24 at bats. And a fastball that just missed on the inside corner, and it's a 1-out walk. Well, always fun to look back at last night. Johnny Gomes leading the troops. Look out.
Deserving celebration.
It's nothing like this. I really don't.
That's something that I don't think anybody expected to happen, including the manager. When he came upstairs and I saw that white stuff, that whipped cream, I said, no, he didn't. Yes, he did.
Oh, yeah. First pitch to Elvis Andrus, who's in first time.
But you did notice how gently, well, the key word is gently, that Reddick did it. He didn't do what they do full speed and bam into the face. But
and Bob also said he was then looking around for the water bucket, which did not happen. Probably a good idea. And Kinsler almost got picked off.
A good throw would have gotten him.
That's the Blackley Boone, and it's a good one.
And Kinsler was getting a large lead at first base, and he was headed and then thought Blackley was going to the plate and quickly got back with a head first dive with the right hand on the bag.
You think, Ray, that move, and there's so many working parts of that move, but he kind of gets up and then he hesitates a little bit, and then when he looks to home, that's when the guy starts to inch off a little bit, and that's where he gets him.
Yeah, and all the more reason. And the left foot, or the right foot, his front foot, when it comes straight up, he can go to the plate, he can go to first base, and that's what makes him so good. And that's what was shocking, that Larry Vanover called a balk and told Blackley that his right foot went past the pitching slab back towards second base. And first of all, second base umpire can't see that. And Travis Blackley rarely, if ever, does that with the runner first base because he wants to freeze the runner.
But Larry Vanover also told somebody else something different.
Yeah, told the manager something different. Said he collapsed his back leg, which, how are you going to pitch with a stiff back leg, whether you're right or left? It's just kind of impossible. You have to push it off. Just watch the front foot. That's the key. Front foot, front leg. Straight up, and then it can go either direction. Now, Gary Pettis, as we mentioned, in Arlington, Texas, a very, very good base stealer. The Angels played there. Very good Bay Area native. And he watches Blackley, and his advice to his runners: don't move first. Let Blackley make the first move. Well, if a runner starts to lean, a good pitcher can see that. A good lefty can see it, and he'll throw to first base.
That one's hit high down the right field line. Reddick into foul territory, and he had it, and he dropped it.
You know, he might have been setting up to make the 360, knowing that in foul territory. Saw it last night with Beltre tagging. Trying to think about catching the ball 360 and knowing it was going to be Kinsler going to second. Going down, and he's going to get an error on it. And he actually had it in his glove, looking the ball in the glove, and just missed it as it hit hard and then could not corral it in the webbing of his glove. But when you have a great arm, maybe to a fault, you think about trying to do things that are going to be impossible. He would not have thrown out Kinsler with him tagging.
Pitch is high to Elvis Andrus. Reddick gets the air. Kinsler has a pretty good lead. Andrus swings and misses. And that's the third strikeout for Blackley.
Get the runner going back, then drop Uncle Charlie in as he did in the last inning with Soto and a perfectly thrown curveball. And kind of the difference in his curveball tonight than what we saw his last two starts. It's higher, sharper break. It's not bouncing as we saw. He's kind of forcing it in those last two starts and not as effective with his curveball. Tonight he's elevated it, but the sharpness at which it's breaking is what makes it so good.
So here's Hamilton. Breaking ball, swing and a miss by Hamilton.
Those are numbers. 52% fastballs, and you have 48% of slider, curve, and changeup. That's the ability to throw all of your pitches for strikes, throw them anytime, and that's what Travis Blackley has been able to do.
Swing and a miss by Hamilton. 0-2. Hamilton is 0 for 5 with 3 strikeouts in the series.
How do you think Adam Rosales feels in right field? Another good changeup after first pitch curveball. And Rosales has the circle change. Great look and right over the top. Obviously, hitters cannot see the grip that we see from the center field camera.
So 0-2 the count. Breaking ball, and that's hit toward right center. Reddick on the move, and he's not going to get it. It bounces up against the wall. Here comes Kinsler, and they're waving him home. And Drew could not handle it, and Kinsler's going to score. So Hamilton comes through with a 2-out RBI double, and the Rangers have grabbed a 1-0 lead.
Well, as a curveball did not break it sharply, hung it, and the first curveball was a good one, but this one, the Hamilton stayed up, and as a result, it was hit the way it was. And the second cutoff man, and it looked like it's going to be a good play at the plate. Hit hard, bounced up high off the wall, came back to Reddick, but the second cutoff man there dropped it. And you know, the Rosales couldn't be the number one because he was already in right field.
That's true.
He has a very strong arm, but he was already out very very close to Reddick. That's why the throw went over his head.
And here's Beltre, and the first pitch to Beltre is outside, and that's basically why that second cutoff man is there.
Exactly.
If it goes over his head, goes over the first cutoff man's head.
And the 1-out walk scores from first base, so it's not a hit with the runner in scoring position, but with 2 outs, Dave Anderson was going to send him anyway.
Beltre doubled in the second inning. That one scooped by the catcher Norris. Yankees batting in the bottom of the 11th inning, still tied with the Red Sox 3-3. Beltre sitting on a 2-0 count. Beltre with 101 RBIs. On the ground, right to Rosales. Side retired. Hamilton with an RBI double. So we're going to the bottom of the third. The Rangers lead 1-0.
Central Wild Card and American League Division Series games at the Coliseum are on sale now. Tickets are available online at OaklandAthletics.com/postseason, over the phone by calling 877-493-BALL or at the Coliseum box office.
Well, if we knew when the A's were playing, that would certainly help. We'll let you know as soon as we find out. Shutdown innings for Matt Harrison, right around the league average. One and one to Adam Rosales. Changeup and a good one from Matt Harrison, who now is working with a lead, just a 1-0 lead. Chris will be next, and then Drew here in the bottom of the third.
Wow. It's like you hold your breath, wonder if it's going to be called or not. It's a good changeup Harrison is throwing the right-handers, and you had mentioned about Jason Vargas, maybe more lefties. Well, you get a good changeup pitcher, a lefty, and maybe seeing some more left-handed hitters.
Andrus to his left has it. Rosales is out, and that's one out here in the third.
Now batting, center fielder, number 4, Coco.
So a fairly high percentage of fastball, 65%. Harrison trying to become a 19-game winner. He's gone over 200 innings. As he faces Coco Crisp. More action for Andrus. This is a little bit tougher play, but he handles it. So that's 2 outs. Remember when the Texas Rangers traded Mark Teixeira to the Atlanta Braves? Big trade. Well, they got 3 young players back.
Now batting, shortstop.
At the time, you didn't really know much about
Steven.
him. Matt Harrison was one of them. Elvis Andrus was one of them. And Neftali Feliz was another one. So was Salta Lamakia. So that's a pretty good trade if you're the Texas Rangers.
A very good trade, and it was a rent-to-play.
Yes, it was. Yeah, you're right. He was there for 2 months. It was right at the trade deadline, 2007.
Shared with the Angels, rent player.
Yeah.
And then signed with the Yankees, a mega contract, which deservedly. Teixeira back in the lineup again tonight.
But if you're going to trade somebody like Teixeira and you're getting young players back, well, that's what you need to do. You need to get impact young players. Andrus, a very fine shortstop. The Rangers without Neftali Feliz, arm surgery, and Colby Lewis out as well. So that has thinned out their rotation a little bit.
That's why the A's will see Ryan Dempster tomorrow.
Yeah.
Right. You see his scheduled to pitch tomorrow. Really don't know what's going to happen. Of course, the teams will all be thinking about home field advantage, and that won't make a difference for tomorrow. But the scheduled pitchers are Dempster against the A's A.J. Griffin.
Steven Drew holds up, and the count is 1-2. Drew lined a single to right field. First at bat, and he swings and misses. And right now, Matt Harrison is settling in. He's retired 7 in a row. It's 1-0 Rangers after 3. California Golden Bears. The Bears are back in Berkeley this fall, and tickets are on sale now at calbears.com. 1-0, the Rangers lead as they come to bat here in the top of the fourth. Cruz, Young, and Napoli.
And the way Harrison is pitching, it would behoove Travis Blackley and the A's to try to hold the Rangers down offensively. And that is always a key to success when you're facing a team, especially a pitcher who is pitching well.
Fastball for a strike, 1-1 the count. So it was a Josh Hamilton 2-out RBI double that scored Kinsler, who had walked in the third inning. That is the only run in the game so far.
You have the triple count numbers for Cabrera?
No, but the guys in the truck.
I figured they did.
Donaldson cannot make a play, and that's going to be an error on the third baseman. So he charged it to get a good hop, and he got a good hop. He just missed it.
And it was an easy play, one of the easiest plays he's had tonight. And
number 10,
he's going to take it to the side, come up with it, and throw to first base. But that's a good point, because sometimes you sit back and you get the bad hop. This time he charged it, but charged too much. See the heel of the glove near his left wrist, and that's the hard part of the 2 errors, 2 innings.
Yeah. First pitch to Michael Young is on the outside corner for a strike. So 110 errors now for the Athletics. Napoli will be next. Michael Young had a base hit in the second inning. He hits that one toward Drew, who backhands, throws to Rosales for one, and that's a double play. Nifty double play turned by the A's infield.
Now, we've talked about the arm strength of the second baseman Adam Rosales and Cliff Pennington. Nice backhanded play by Stephen Drew. That started a quick flip, and Michael Young runs well, but Adam Rosales can throw a bullet. Watch him turn at second base, grabs the ball, steps back, and right at the same time. And it looked like he didn't have a very good grip on the ball. Rosales, nice feed from Drew, but the strong arm and the willingness to stand in on a hard slide from a runner, that's what makes Adam Rosales very strong and special at second.
So here's Napoli. Big breaking ball, drops low.
Talk about ground ball pitchers and just a couple of feet one way or the other. Well, there's an example of Travis Blackley getting the double play. But another couple of feet, it's first and third, possibly, with the ball in left field. Instead, the A's get 2 outs. And the E5 right now is not costly.
There's a strike, and it's 1-1. 12th inning now at Yankee Stadium, with that game still tied 3-3. Yankees know that the Orioles have won, so New York, if they want to hold on to sole possession of first place in the East, they will need to win that game. Big curveball, Napoli missed it.
Kind of a delayed swing by Napoli, put his foot down, and here comes the curveball, still swung at it with a huge, very violent uppercut swing. Here the curveball through to Hamilton was much slower, and it hit hard. And here's the changeup.
Napoli watches it drop low.
The changeup is effective if it's in the middle of the plate. If it starts outside, a hitter can recognize a little bit easier and take a pitch. But if it's in the middle of the plate, it swings right over the top of it, because the velocity is about 10 mph slower than the fastball, which is what it looks like coming out of the hand.
Right there inside corner. Strikeout number 4 for Blackley. Bottom of the fourth coming up. It's the Rangers 1 and the A's nothing.
Ladies and gentlemen, start your engines. It's time for Oakland A's Dot Racing. Brought to you by
celebrates A's 3 consecutive World Series titles 40 years ago. Interviews with Riley Fingers, Joe Rudy, Reggie Jackson, Vida Blue, Blue Moon Odom, and many more. It's Legends, Oakland A's, the Forgotten Dynasty. Again, that's October 26th at 8 p.m. right here on Comcast Sportsnet, California. So write that down, 26th of October, 8 p.m. More action for Elvis Andrus. He's been busy tonight, and he throws out Cespedes for out number 1.
The A's hitters trying to pull the outside change-up or fastball, and maybe second time through the order at least they start to stay back a little bit more and hit the ball to the opposite field. They're actually playing right into what Harrison or any left-hander wants a hitter to do, and that's try to pull the outside pitch.
So Johnny Gomes will hit. Gomes walked in the first inning. The A's had 2 on and 2 out in the first, but could not get a run home. Like that walk, the last base runner for the A's. Since then, Harrison has retired 8 in a row with 3 strikeouts. Just a bit inside, 1-1.
You could say that Harrison, maybe tonight pitching to the score. His club gave him a 1-run lead. 51st pitch coming up, throwing a lot of strikes. At the game he had in Texas, he had a big lead early and pitched differently than he is tonight. And maybe simply because his last start was against the A's, he remembered and would not particularly want to pitch them the same way.
So he gave up 4 runs in 6 innings. Got the win. Harrison on the year has 4 complete games and 2 shutouts. So he does have the ability. If he gets on a roll, he can't shut you down. Take by Johnny Gomes, so it's 3-2.
Well, here's probably a big pitch for Harrison and also for Johnny Gomes as he pulled the string of the changeup, fastball, little cutter. That's because his percentage breakdown, 50% fastball is the rest off speed.
This one's hit towards center. Gentry's going back, and he's right in front of the Comcast Sportsnet California sign, and he makes the catch.
Cut fastball at 85, so he didn't challenge him, didn't throw him the true changeup, little cut action, and Johnny Gomes hit it well, did not pull it, and to the biggest part of the field, left center, right into the wheelhouse of Johnny Gomes, and a very quick swing. But Johnny knew he did not get enough to get it in the gap at the speed of Gentry in center. He can track down pretty much anything, everything.
So that'll bring up Reddick, who bounced out to second to end the first inning. Bottom of the 12th. Yankees, Red Sox tied at 3.
This time last year, the Yankees could have cared less about tying the game and going extra innings, but a little bit different this year.
Yeah, they won by a bunch last year, did they not?
Well, that's why they used about 35 players in the final game against the Rays. That the Rays came back from a 7-0 deficit and won.
Yankees finished with the best record in the American League last year, but then lost to the Tigers in the division series. So Yankees had home field advantage in that division series, which would be last year 2-2-1. So you'd get games 1 and 2 at home and then game 5 at home.
Yep.
Doesn't always mean that you're going to win. In fact, there's a lot of talk this year, Ray, because of the tightness of the postseason schedule, not a lot of time, that just this year alone, that division series is going to be 2 games and then 3 games. So technically the team that has home field advantage gets games 3, 4, and 5.
Right.
You know what?
We're
talk more about that when we come back. Reddick strikes out, so that is 10 in a row retired by Matt Harrison. Prior to Josh Reddick, A's outfielder with 30 home runs. So the first pitch to Soto from Blackley is a swinging strike.
Another hitter with an uppercut swing.
Soto struck out looking in the second inning. Swing and a miss.
And Travis Blackley, even though he hung the curveball to Josh Hamilton, has to be ecstatic about his style of pitching tonight, because he is using all of his pitches, and I'm sure after what the A's did last night, and also since he is now a rookie, he just wanted to follow suit what the other guys have been doing, and so far he's done great.
Soto jammed, loops one foul. Gentry will be next, and then Kinsler here in the top of the fifth. Oh, 2. So, Ray, we were talking about the home field advantage in the division series this year. Where if you have the home field advantage, you get games 3, 4, and 5. So not having home field advantage gets you games 1 and 2 in the series. What do you think about that? Who do you think has the advantage there?
To be honest, I think the team where the playoffs start, the first 2 games.
I agree with you. First of all, you don't know if it's going to go 5.
That's right. And there is a travel day between 2 and 3, and
but not between 4 and 5.
Right, yeah, because that's why the 3 and the same, right? But now I think not having the home field advantage, and you start in the other city, or actually the team starts at home with the non-home field. So I think it's a good start, because it's the team that's going into play as the home field advantage team. Once the split, they're home with a chance of winning 2 out of 3 on the home park, but getting this split might be tough.
All right, something happened at Yankee Stadium. Let's get an October Quest update.
Now batting, number 23, Craig Gentry.
All right, so the Yankees win it in extra innings. And they hold on to that 1-game lead, getting their 94th win of the year. So, Yankees trying to wrap up the division. So basically, Ray, what we're kicking around here is the fact that whoever wins the wild card game, the 2 wild card teams are going to play. Whoever wins that is going to host games 1 and 2 of the division series.
That's right. That's exactly right.
Now, it's not going to be like that next year because there'll be a little more time on the calendar.
So that means the wild card teams are going to play 2 out of 3.
No. So interesting. But I agree with you. It'd be nice to have the first 2 games at home. And if you split, and you say, okay, well, then we got to go win 2 out of 3 in a road city. Right. That's not anything crazy.
Well, the thing is, most of the teams go to postseason have good road as well as home records.
Check swing right to Donaldson. Donaldson guns it across. Gentry's out.
National network coverage of the MLB postseason begins with the wild card games on Friday, October the 5th. Check local listings for the dates, times, and channels in your area. I remember first postseason for me, it was the league championship series in 5 games, 2-3. We started in Baltimore.
So that's the way it was
for a league championship, not division, league, just a 5-game league championship series.
So you guys technically had the home field advantage, but you opened in Baltimore for 2.
That's right.
So that's exactly what we're talking about.
Ended up going game 5 here after the Orioles came back trailing in game 4 and tied. And then they stayed here with an off day and played the Mets in the World Series. The first 2 games of the series. That's when the home field advantage alternated, National and American. Of course, that was before the All-Star game determined home field advantage in the All-Star World Series.
So Friday is when those wild card games will be played. Season ends tomorrow, so Thursday is basically an open day if there's any tiebreakers that need to be played. I guess really the only tiebreaker that could be played would be the Yankees and the Orioles. And maybe, just maybe, the Cardinals and the Dodgers. That's not over yet. The Cardinals lost tonight. So all the Cardinals have to do is win 1 more game and they get the 2nd wild card in the National League, but they lost tonight. On the outside, 1-2-2. So the Dodgers still in it. Dodgers would have to win tonight and tomorrow and hope the Cardinals lose tomorrow. Right now, the Giants are leading the Dodgers 2-1 in the 5th inning. The Dodgers have to win to stay alive. That's the only open spot in the postseason. Second wild card in the National League.
See the record of the Braves, 6 games ahead of the 2nd wild card, while Chipper Jones, the retiring Chipper Jones. Protect that left shoulder, Brandon. He is. But Chipper Jones said, that's a bad idea. Well, it's because it's his final season. Yeah. He's got the 1 game play in.
2-2 pitch, and it drops low. Well, the thing is it's a bad idea this year for the Braves. It would have been a good idea last year for the Braves because they would have got in.
That's right.
So it's year to year. Three and 2, crowd into it. Kinsler hitting with 2 outs and nobody aboard. That one's hit toward Drew. He gets a nice hop. And the side is retired. So 5 in a row retired by Blackley. Bottom of the 5th coming up. Donaldson's going to lead it off. It's 1-0 Texas. Fielder hit 30 home runs in a season prior to Josh Reddick this year. Oh, Matt Stairs.
Yeah.
38 bombs in 1999.
And big ones, always big ones from Matt Stairs.
So Donaldson, Moss, and Norris trying to get something going against Matt Harrison, who has been stingy. He's retired 10 in a row. He's allowed just 1 hit and 2 base runners, both of those in the first inning. But the good news is Blackley's been sharp, and the Rangers have just the 1 run.
Pitch to hit. Fastball elevated a little bit, and good swing by Donaldson. And there are times, and talked about it before, if a pitcher throws a good changeup, you either look for changeup or look for the fastball. You don't look for both. And like Donaldson that time, looked for the fastball. It just happened to foul it straight back.
And that one is lined into center field, and that's a leadoff single for Donaldson.
Josh Donaldson would say, as he said over the weekend, when he hit the home run on the curveball to tie the game, he said he threw me a fastball and I found it back. It's not going to do it again. He threw me a changeup, and he swung like he was looking for changeup. Got the high leg kick, got the foot down, kept the bat back, and followed through beautifully to center field on an 80-mile-an-hour changeup. So smart hitting, elevated changeup, and Josh Donaldson drilled it to center.
Shot, right field, fair ball by Moss. Donaldson is going to go to third, Moss to second, and the A's are in business here in the 5th inning.
Hanging curveball after an elevated changeup, so back-to-back off-speed pitches hit hard by the A's. Brandon Moss, he struck out, almost hit in the head his first at-bat. Gets a hanging curveball, hooks it. Cruz a good job getting to it, but still the A's were going to get a double out of it. So second, third, nobody out for Derek Norris. For the infield, more likely, and they will play back. Josh Donaldson, knowing the ball is there, so he's able to get to third base. And even the aggressive Mike Gallego cannot send him, and rightfully so.
So Norris with a chance to get the A's on the board.
Michael Young even the bag at third, now starting to move back. So it looks like Derek Norris, with the exception of a ball back to the pitcher, a ball on the ground, is going to play at least 1 run.
Norris struck out looking in the 2nd inning. Pitch swing and a miss. So Harrison took a lot off.
You know, Derek Norris is strong enough that he could stand flat foot and wait for the off speed and still probably hit the fastball. He's that upper body strong, has the strength to do it, and the way he is doing now, he's going after the ball instead of staying back. And what happened is first at bat, first pitch in this one. Productive out. Obviously the ball to the right side would be huge for the A's.
Take there, 1-1 the count. Donaldson at third, Moss at second, the 1-1 pitch. Line drive, base hit right field. Donaldson comes in to score, the ball's juggled. Here comes Moss, he is safe, and the A's take a 2-1 lead.
Well, you have to wonder what Nelson Cruz was doing. He is a very good outfielder. Heads up, base running again by an A's player as Mike Maddox is going to visit his pitcher. How about this hanging curveball? Great job. Derek Norris going to right field on the hanging curveball. 1 run's going to score easily. The second one is not. But yet Cruz comes in, has the ball hit him in the chest, and then keep bobbling, and the ball thrown offline, and the hustling, aggressive Brandon Moss scores. See him look up for the ball hitting him in the chest. And he could have played the ball back, gotten a good hop like an infielder would do, because there's no way Brandon Moss was going to be sent on a line drive to right field. He was being held, but yet able to continue running once the ball was bobbing.
So it's a single RBI, E9. Moss comes in to score on the E9, and the Athletics have a 2-1 lead here in the bottom of the 5th inning.
The cap, I'd have to say, and we've seen the off-speed pitches swung and missed by the A's hitters, but in this inning, a changeup, a curveball, all elevated, all hit very hard by the A's.
So here's Rosales. Nobody out here in the bottom of the 5th inning. 3 straight hits. Rosales pops the foul back, so he's behind in the count 0-2. Rosales grounded out to short in the 3rd inning. Go crisp, waiting in the on-deck circle. Fastball runs inside.
Saw the picture of Johnny Gomes. We know he'd take one for the team. Adam Rosales is the same way. You get it close enough, they will take one.
Changeup that Rosales way out in front of him, hit it right off the end of the bat.
Harrison actually was lucky on that one because it was another bad changeup, one that was up in the zone, and Rosales just eyes probably lit up, but got too anxious, and see him spin his head back after fouling the ball off the end of the bat.
Hit hard. Andrus has it, flips to Kinsler, and that's a double play. So a nice turn by the middle infielders for the Texas Rangers.
Just a little bit on the end of the bat, and that kept it from going into center field for another first and third. Look where Andrus is playing. That's what infielders do. Middle infielders shading up the middle for exactly what the Rangers did, the double play. If they play in the normal position, they can't get to the bag quickly enough. Nice feed by Andrus to Kinsler, and even with a hard slide coming in by Norris, still able to turn the double play. But there is a reason the infielders play close to the bag.
Coco goes after the first pitch. Kinsler's under inside, retired. A's get 2 runs on 3 hits. Eric Norris with the RBI single. So after 5, the A's have a 2-1 lead over the Rangers. Broadcast Sportsnet California is brought to you by Roaring Camp Railroads. The further you go, the closer you get. Take a steam train through the Redwood Forest. It's the ride of a lifetime. RoaringCamp.com. Playoff buzz in the air tonight here at the Coliseum. Even more so now as the A's have taken a 2-1 lead. Scribner starts to throw.
The 73rd pitch just thrown by Travis Blackley. He has been very, very good. 3 hits, just 3 hits in his first 5 innings. And considering what he has done his last 2 starts, this has been a great one for him. It's the 1 run on the Hamilton 2-out RBI double back in the 3rd inning.
Andrus takes inside corner on 2-0. A ground out and a strikeout for Elvis Andrus so far in the game. He's 1 for 5 in the series. Strike 2. Inside corner and then outside corner.
And when a hitter takes back-to-back fastballs, and knowing that Travis Blackley has a good changeup and curveball, you have to say they're looking for something. Now with 2 strikes, they would not look for anything except the baseball, which would be good hitting. Just a good approach.
And that one just missed inside. But a good pitch.
Yeah.
Elvis Andrus is probably 20 feet away from home plate. That's ridiculous.
Yeah, there is no reason for that.
That is absolutely ridiculous. Say something, Fielding.
Yeah, exactly. You know, you want the pitcher to work within 12 seconds with nobody on base. Hitter has to also do that.
And there's the walk. So it's a leadoff walk to Elvis Andrus.
Now batting, number 32, Josh
Tying
Hamilton.
run is aboard here in the top of the 6th, and now it's the meat of the order. Hamilton followed by Beltre and then Cruz.
And if the one thing that Travis Blackley learned with the at bat with Hamilton his last one, he threw the slow curve. The harder curve ball is a much better pitch to throw.
Went with a fastball, and Hamilton jumped on it and fouled it straight back. %48% of the time, Hamilton swings at the first pitch.
Well, look at Tillman Young and Molina and even B.J. Upton, who's had a phenomenal, or had a great September that helped keep the Rays in the race at least for a while.
Well, you and I have talked about Hamilton. He's terrific talent. I mean, his numbers are MVP numbers. But he is a hard hitter to figure out because he swings and misses so much. But when he makes contact, there is major damage done.
The old saying, swing in case you hit it. Well, he's a perfect example. He swings, and a lot of times he will hit it.
And he hits that one, a shot. Drew has it. He'll race to the bag, throw to first, and that's a double play. Hamilton hit it very hard, and Drew picked it, decided to take it himself, and that's a double play.
Well, positioned perfectly, and that's the case of pitching into your defense. And the fastball away, Hamilton hard hit, kind of carried him off the mound right to Drew, and a foot race, off balance throw, nice pick at first base by Brandon Moss to complete the double play. Remember, Hamilton can fly, and you see the slight hesitation, no chance for Rosales to get to the bag as Andrus tried to take out Drew, who ran straight to the bag, and Brandon Moss, scoop it, buddy. He did, just barely. Got some dirt. Hamilton can get down the line. He could fly, especially from the left side, and he showed it there.
2 outs for Beltre. Second double play turned by the A's in the ball game. Beltre a double and a ground out so far.
think Travis Blackley, he might have gotten a reprieve by getting the double play. Stays in to face Beltre, and it might be batter to batter right now. Scribner is ready. And of course, the always tough crews in the on deck circle, predominantly a right-handed hitting lineup, with the exception of that guy. Hamilton is there. We have some lefties on the bench.
It's hit toward right center. Coco on the move, Reddick on the move, and it'll be Reddick who has it side retired. So we're headed to the bottom of the 6th inning. It's the A's 2 and the Rangers 1. Coors Light Freeze Cam is brought to you by Frost Brewed Coors Light. It's the world's most refreshing beer. 2-1, the A's lead. It's the bottom of the 6th inning. Blackley, very good through 6. With that said, Doolittle starts to warm up.
Well, Blackley, very good through 6. Just 1 inning in which he gave up 2 hits and got out of a tough inning. But for Matt Harrison, last inning, surprisingly elevated pitches and cost him a couple of runs. And I'd say that is a nice job. Catcher and pitcher, a couple of rookies there.
There's more around him.
Oh, yes.
So on 3 pitches, Drew strikes out. So that is strikeout number 5 from Matt Harrison. Doolittle, right when the inning ended, he started warming up. Scribner sat down, Doolittle got up. Harrison's pitched well. Just a 3-batter sequence in the 5th inning. Single, double, single with an error. And that's really the only damage the A's have done against Harrison. Want to know to Jonas Cespedes, a pop out to second and a ground out to short for Cespedes. Just missed 2-0.
I'd like to see a pitcher continue to throw the fastball outside of Cespedes and have him drill one over the outside scoreboard right field. I mean, we've seen it.
You can do it.
He seems to be opening up a little bit more. His home runs have gone now pretty much left field, left center. He's driven some balls to right center for extra bases, but tremendous power the whole field. And
missed again.
See, they want to stay away. They don't want to take a chance in the inner part of the plate. And I'm sure the scouting reports, you know, the Rangers have had, I know Dave Oliver, former infielder, he's been traveling, watching the A's that last road trip, and even continued in 3 games against the Mariners. 3-0.
3-0. Shot to left for a hit. So a 1-out single by Cespedes. Well, this postseason, Comcast Sportsnet Bay Area presents Sportsnet Central October Quest, with pregame coverage 1 hour before every game and postgame coverage after the final out. Plus, Ray Fosse, CSNCalifornia.com's Casey Pratt, Kate Longworth, they're going to be traveling with the team. The A's October Quest continues only on Comcast Sportsnet Bay Area. So that'd be fun. We get to be involved in that, Ray.
That's right.
You're going to be on the road if the A's head out on the road.
And if the radio side.
Be in the studio, so it'll be fun.
Right. You can talk to me.
And I miss talking to you. How can you talk to somebody for 6 months every day and then not miss talking to them?
Well, listen, we
I'm
can
going to call you as soon as the season's over.
Do it long distance. Let's hope there's going to be a lot of long distance here in the studio.
That's right.
The A's traveling and continue this magic carpet ride. I mean, it's been magical and just continue.
0-1 to Johnny Gomes, who has walked and hit a fly ball to center field.
Look at the Rangers, and they have a powerful lineup. A lot of players capable of hitting home runs, but the A's have the same type. And a warm night. Just see Johnny Gomes down there with a bat in his hand. Saw Cespedes drill a base hit to left field, but you just feel the way the ball can carry if you get it elevated. Absolutely no wind in the view quarters. A warm night, started what, 85 you said for the temperature. Oh, first pitch, and it's just as warm right now.
This one's hit high down the right field line. Cruz, a very long run. He's not going to get there as it bounces near the bullpen of the Rangers. Nolan Ryan jersey taking a little heat after he gets the foul ball.
Let's see, if you're wearing a Nolan Ryan jersey and you're taking heat, you drill somebody.
Yeah, unless you're dancing like that, then you probably ought to just sit down.
Listen, Nolan would never dance like that.
I know he would.
Now, if I were that young man, I would not put the jersey on and act that way, because the Hall of Famer Ryan Express would never do that.
Oh, 2, Cespedes. Now Gomes calls time and gets time. Pitch number 84 coming up from Matt Harrison. Cespedes has a big lead. Napoli playing out in front of first base a little bit. Must have learned that from his days with the Angels. And Cespedes runs. Picked off. Throw to second is there, and Cespedes is out. So it worked. 1-3-6.
And he's going on first move, and with Johnny Gomes at the plate, decided to go on the first move. And Mike Napoli, see, there's a case, and Cespedes looking back. If he's going to go on first move, don't look back. Just keep running and try to do something that's almost impossible, and that's outrun a baseball being thrown.
1-2 pitch in the dirt, blocked by Giovanni Soto. Rangers with 3 hits, the A's with 5. A couple of errors by the Athletics, 1 error by the Rangers. That one's hit to left. Going back is Hamilton, and that baby is gone. 3-1 Athletics. Number 18 for Johnny Gomes, hitting in the cleanup spot tonight.
A nice warm night for the recipient of the Jim Catfish Hunter Award, and he goes deep And Johnny Gomes, so quick with a fastball inside. You cannot mess around in there. Jason Vargas tried in Seattle. He got burnt. And Johnny Gomes does it again tonight on his night. What award are they going to give him tomorrow? Seems like every time he comes out here, he gets an award, all deserving. Where would this club have been without Johnny Gomes this season? Think about it. Unbelievable. And as we talked in Minneapolis, the second trip, that was after the All-Star break, Manny Ramirez was supposed to be there on May the 30th, and that guy might have been gone. Who knows? I mean, they say no, but you never know.
There would have been a decision to make, that's for sure. Gentry over, he's got it. Reddick is retired. Gomes with a home run, his 18th of the year. So we're on to the 7th. It's now 3-1 Athletics.
Sportsnet California is brought to you by Chevrolet and their award-winning cars, trucks, and crossovers. And by Jack in the Box. Come to Jack in the Box and try a sourdough cheesesteak melt today. It's got all the best parts of a cheesesteak, but it's on toasty sourdough.
Seventh inning, and the A's now leading 3-1 thanks to the Gomes home run. And we got a new pitcher. It's the lefty Sean Doolittle.
Well, there is one lefty that's done a great job tonight, and that is Travis Blackley. And now Sean Doolittle, his third consecutive appearance.
And Cruz swings at the first pitch. One pitch, one out here in the seventh inning. So when it's time for change, think Speedy Oil Change and Tune-Up. It's your oil change, tune-up, and smog experts. So Doolittle comes in
now batting
for appearance number 43.
Kept one of the things that Bob Melvin and Kurt Young have said this year, because Sean Doolittle has pitched so little. Remember, just last year he started pitching last year in the instructional league, and this is his third consecutive appearance. First two, the last two, he's gone hitless. Nothing. He's given up nothing in those two previous. Now, Brett Balfour's pitched 3 consecutive. So has Ryan Cook. Ryan Cook said tonight, give me the ball. If you call, I want to be the guy that you call. So we'll see what happens. That's what these guys are thinking as you go down in the most important time of the year.
How about that pitch? A changeup.
Good time to bring out some new pitches.
Not bad.
How about what Travis Blackley did tonight after his last 2 appearances? 1 run tonight. Yankees and the Rangers, a total of 3 innings pitched. And that's it.
One and 2 the count to Michael Young, who is 1 for 2. Napoli will be next. Close pitch, 2-2.
Murphy, the left-hander, did not start. Still, there is another lefty comes in for the A's.
You talk to the people who cover the Rangers, and they will tell you that the Rangers have a terrific record, but they have not played that well second half of the season.
Got off to a great start. Yeah. We've talked about that, and the great start they started this 2012 season.
2-2 pitches hit foul.
It's coming off a back-to-back American League Championships acquisition, the signing of Yu Darvish, posting fee plus a long-term contract for Darvish.
So they had a terrific month of June, but July, no. August, yes. September. And I guess the point is, that one hit up the middle. Drew, he's got it, gets up, throw to first, not in time. So Young with a base hit.
A's fans, individual game tickets for potential American League Championship Series games at the Coliseum are on sale Tuesday at 10 a.m. Tickets are available online at oaklandathletics.com/postseason, over the phone by calling 877-493-BALL, or at the Coliseum box office. And as I did say, that's League Championship Series. Yeah. To clarify that, we've talked about the wild card, talked about division, but the A's playing very well, and after a first pitch ground ball by Cruz, Sean Doolittle pitching to a tough batter.
Bounce to Donaldson. He's got it. Out at second, out at first, double play. Just like that, 3 outs. We have hit the 7th inning stretch at a raucous Oakland Coliseum. 3-1 Athletics. Up on the wall. It's got everything you need to know on there.
Chip Hale let you know.
Chip Hale knows that thing back, forth, sideways, upside down, every which way. When it's time for change, think Speedy Oil Change and Tune-Up, your oil change, tune-up, and smog experts. Alexia Gondo comes in. So Gondo will face Donaldson, Moss, and Norris here in the bottom of the 7th. 3-1 A's lead. Gondo, very hard thrower. So Matt Harrison goes 6 innings tonight. He will not get his 19th win of the year. Right at Michael Young, who grabs it, flips it across. Donaldson's retired. So Harrison's final regular season start. 6 hits, 3 runs, and 89 pitches.
Number 37, Brandon.
Well, just the one inning and the mistake to Johnny Gomes, but the one inning in which he elevated off-speed pitches, and the A's took advantage of it. For the A's, the bottom part of the batting order, a couple of runs, big hit by Norris that played at 2, although an error on the right fielder Cruz that helped score the extra run, and who knows what might have happened or not happened had that error not occurred and Moss had not scored. Alertly continuing to run. Guess who's warming up in the bullpen for the Athletics?
Ryan Cook.
4th consecutive appearance.
High pop up over the Athletics dugout.
Inning and 1 strike out last night. How about Sunday? Put a couple of runners on bases, struck out the side. And then he pitched also 2/3 of an inning on Saturday. And that was the walk-off. And that man, Grant Doffler, he's doing the same. These guys feel strong. I don't care how many games or innings they're pitching. Strong. This is not April, May. This is October baseball. I think he's ready also if it comes down to that. He's just getting loose.
Yeah. Two now to Moss. Strikeout and that big double.
A couple of rookies and a vet. Jared Parker, Brett Anderson, who is still trying to come back, and there's Brandon Inch, still on the bench, offering a lot of encouragement. Great job last night by Parker, again beating the Rangers.
A foul ball by Brandon Moss.
Attendance has not been announced, Kat, but it's been as loud tonight as it was last night. I think a little bit larger crowd tonight. Look at the center field area, seeing a lot of that area below the suites filled up, which was not last night. And I would have to think walk-up was big again tonight, as it was last night.
Oh, beautiful weather.
Oh, tremendous weather.
Here with shorts on and t-shirt. Swing and a miss. 3-2 off-speed pitch, and Moss strikes out. Well, here's our Chevron pitching matchup for game number 162 tomorrow afternoon. It's Ryan Dempster and A.J. Griffin. Our coverage starts at noon. The ball game starts at 12:35. So Dempster and Griffin. Dempster, a mid-season trade acquisition by the Rangers.
And a free agent to be, right?
Yes, indeed. Yeah.
So big for Dempster, and for the rookie, another rookie starting for the Athletics, A.J. Griffin.
There's Norris. Swing and a miss.
Talking to the great Art Spander today.
Yeah.
He had his notebook and he said, let's see, it's another rookie pitching tonight. I said, yep. And tomorrow.
Say that. Just keep saying it.
And he's tallying the number of starts by the rookie pitchers this year. Great to see Bruce Jenkins, Art Spander, all the big ones here.
Well, those two guys have been covering Bay Area sports for,
you know what Bruce said?
For 40 years.
He said 200. Exaggerating a little bit, but he ran by Art. Said it's about 200 years of sports coverage in the Bay Area, but winning brings out everybody. And we see everybody out here.
I always tell people, you don't have to agree with everything that sports writers write. You shouldn't agree with everything. Doesn't mean they're not good writers.
That's right.
I don't agree with everything those guys write.
That's what Art just wrote down. 100 start tonight by a rookie pitcher for the Athletics. 100s tonight. Another rookie. Yet a couple rookies. Parker and Malone. Tommy Malone, 13 wins for both, for each of them.
So 3-1 to Norris. Rosales hoping to get a chance to hit here in the 7th inning. And a good 3-1 pitch
A good pitch not to swing at, and if he throws it for a strike, which he did, you tip your hat. And Norris being a catcher, he'd say if you call it, you throw it 3-1, you throw it 3-2. Just be patient, as he was in his last at bat when he singled sharply to right field on a hanging curveball from Harrison.
This one's popped up. Coming back is Soto. Yeah, he's going to run out of it.
On the hanging breaking ball, as I mentioned, Derek Norris doing a great job opposite field, and there's the hanger, and there's a shot, and the other guy's played by the veteran Nelson Cruz. Had the ball hit him in the chest and bobbling it. You could see Brandon Moss had stopped at third, but continued running after the bobble by Nelson Cruz, who almost kicked it back into the infield.
So that was RBI number 32 for Norris. He bounces this one toward Anders, who scoops it up, throws low past Napoli, and that's going to allow Norris to get to second base. Second error by the Rangers.
He caught it and made what was a difficult hop look easy, gathered himself, and as Ron Washington would say, the kind of the routine plays, which it turned into a routine play, as Elvis Andrus will watch Diamond Vision as we watch it on the replay. A little tough hop as he grabbed it there and figured plenty of time, but then a serious short hop out in front of Mike Napoli at first base, and maybe did not have a very good grip, maybe a two-seam grip, which created the sink and out in front of Napoli. And really, as far as the ball bounced out in front of Napoli, sometimes that is handled easily or much better. But remember, you have a catcher turned first baseman playing at first.
So each team now has made 2 errors.
Fortunately, the A's have not cost them.
It's going to be Pennington that's going to hit here for Adam Rosales.
Rosie's turned 2 very good double plays tonight with his strong arm, and now Pennington will take over at second, also blessed with a very strong arm, trying to get a big 2-out hit.
Norris has pretty good speed at second base. Slider Ray, it's a good
slider, good, yeah, hard slider, and really it breaks almost like a splitter. It goes down so hard. Juan Guzman of the Toronto Blue Jays, one of the best that threw it so hard. And hard slider, just look at the movement going down. You say it's a split, but it is a slider. But it goes straight down and hard. Very tough pitch to pick up as a hitter.
Then he goes with the fastball at 97. So we know Ogando has good stuff. That's never been in question.
And after the error by Andrus ended up near the mound, and you can see Ogando kind of pat him on the back, and that's what good pitchers do. They'll say, you make the error, I'll get you out of it, and Pennington trying to prevent that from happening. But Ogando does have good enough stuff. That was a good hard slider and an elevated fastball. Powerful Rangers scored 3 last night, lost by a run. They scored 1 tonight through 7. They are power Rangers waiting to explode, and the A's pitchers have kept them down so far.
Oh, 2 to Pennington. Strike 3 call, delayed call by Field and Culberth. So a couple of strikeouts. The air does not hurt Lexi Ogando. So 8th inning coming up. 3-1 A's. Ask Glenn and Ray question. Jack from Turlock asks, what players have won the 4 World Series MVPs for the A's in Oakland? That's a good question.
Let me tell you.
You ready?
Go ahead. I know. Gene Tennis.
All right, who won it in 1972?
Gene Tennis.
Tennis. Who won it in 1973?
Reginald. And Raleigh Fingers in 4. And Stu, Dave Stewart in 1989. That's 4 World Championships. Gino Tenacci. Home runs in each of his first 2 World Series at bats in 1972.
That's right. And Reggie didn't play in 72, right? So comes back in 73.
Injured his hamstring on a 1st and 3rd in Detroit on kind of a double steal, and injured the hamstring and came up, and I can still see him with the beard and on crutches in Cincinnati in the World Series, but came back with a vengeance in 73 and did it all.
Pennington, after pinch hitting, stays in the game at second base. And it's Ryan Cook, as Ray said, 4th consecutive game that he has come on to pitch. And he is facing a pinch hitter. Looks like Mitch Moreland. When it's time for change, they speedy oil change and tune-up. Your oil change, tune-up, and smog expert. So Moreland facing Cook. Moreland is hitting for Soto. Cut a little off, drops it in for a strike.
That's amazing. You look up a little bit off 94.
And it looked like
it did. I mean, little sinking action, and a sinker going away from the power hitter. But I mean, this is the determination of pitchers when you see what Cook is doing now and what Doolittle just finished. And Ryan Cook leaving the fastball out a little bit too much and just trying to follow through to get it in the strike zone.
There's also a pinch hitter on deck, and that's Murphy, which spot where Gentry is. Pitch. Pretty good swing by Moreland, but a little late. Fouled it back.
Kinsler's got to be the first right-handed batter that Ryan Cook would see in this inning after 2 pinch hitters, both from the left side. It's the key. The lefties is trying to finish, follow through with the pitches.
Another foul ball left side. So the count remains 2-2. Cook facing Moreland. There's a shot right back up the middle, and Cook get out of the way. So Moreland finally got the bat head out a little bit, and he lined it to center.
Your attention, please, ladies and gentlemen.
So the Rangers had their leadoff man on here in the 8th inning.
Fastball right there, fastball right back up the middle, and you can see Cook flinch a little bit as the ball.
How did that not hit it?
Exactly.
That's, thank goodness it didn't.
Follow through and back over the right shoulder.
So here is Murphy pinch hitting for Gentry. Murphy 15 home runs, 59 runs batted in a 303 batting. On deck is Kinsler. Pitch.
That's a great pitch to throw because he'd throw nothing but fastballs, all of them to Moreland, but he fell behind him, so he had to stay with the fastball, got a first pitch strike to Murphy, and then dropped a good slider, maybe even a changeup. That might have been more of a changeup that goes down like the splitter.
So it's 0-2 to Murphy. And he bounces it slowly. Pennington charges. He'll get the out at first. Well, that's out number one. Moreland goes to second.
Now batting.
Murphy had a reach for it. Pennington. And once it gets past the pitcher, well, then it becomes a little bit more of a difficult play.
It fooled him. Fooled Murphy, and out on the front foot and hammer the ball into the ground. Kinsler the right-hander, then Andrus the right-hander, and Jerry Blevins getting loose in the bullpen for the lefty Josh Hamilton. His hope it does not get to him maybe until the ninth inning.
First pitch to Kinsler for a strike. Kinsler is 0 for 2 with a walk. There's Blevins. Slider that spins out of the hand of Cook stays inside.
Amazingly, with Cook working as much as he has, still throwing that first fastball to Kinsler with some movement, 96-mile-an-hour fastball, then the slider didn't really break that sharply.
Broken bat, slowly hit. Donaldson has it, cuts in front of Drew, throws just in time to get Kinsler. 2 outs. Moreland now at third.
Well, that was a difficult play, made look very easy by Josh Donaldson, and cutting in front, the momentum of the third baseman cutting in front of the shortstop, going towards the bag versus Drew having to come throw across his body, and that's what enabled Josh Donaldson to throw out the speedy in Kinsler. The big swing that Kinsler has might have slowed him down a little bit out of the box, but a very, very good play by another catcher turned third baseman, Josh Donaldson. Got an outfielder playing first, a catcher playing third, shortstop playing second, and Ryan Cook, the rookie, trying to get a big third out.
Here's Elvis Andrus. First pitch, slider inside. Hamilton waiting in the on-deck circle. Blevins warming up in the bullpen. In for a strike, 1-1. Ease that one in there at 95.
I can understand taking the breaking ball the way he did, but he had to be thinking he's got to be a fastball, and took one right down the middle. And granted, he'd like to get on for Hamilton, but this is a big out for both Cook and Cook.
And that one may roll back fair. He was thinking about it.
Start on both Moss getting the ball quickly, and while it was in foul territory, but Elvis Andrus running in case it did roll back. And here the fans go. 30,660. Bumper of about 10,000 from last night. Over 10,000.
So the count is 1-2. Straight back, came right at him with a fastball. A little up, a little out.
Ryan Cook has that hard slider in his back pocket. Staying fastball. One breaking pitch, actually 2 to Andrus. One that he missed, one that he fouled.
Grounded, Donaldson ranging to his left, gets up, throws in time. Rangers do not score. Bottom of the 8th coming up. It's the A's 3 and the Rangers 1.
on the upper deck? No way!
All right, here's our game summary. It's brought to you by your local Toyota dealers. 1-5-2 for the Rangers, 3-6-2 for the Athletics. Both starting pitchers were pretty good tonight, but Blackley just a little bit better than Matt Harrison. So bottom of the 8th, A's with, as always, against any team, especially the Rangers. Nice to grab an insurance run or two as the lefty Michael Kirkman comes in. So Kirkman, a left-hander, making his 28th appearance. Facing the top of the A's order. First pitch to Coco Crisp. Shows butt, pulls the bat back, pitches a bit high.
Coco Crisp, his 4th at bat. He swung at the first pitch 3 times. As David Murphy stays in the game left field, and Josh Hamilton to center field, and Mitch Moreland to first base. The couple of pinch hitters, and the moving of Hamilton from left to center.
Another pitch high to Coco Crisp, 2-0. So Moreland stays in the game at first base. Napoli goes from first to behind the plate. He's the catcher. So Murphy in left, Hamilton in center, Moreland at first, Napoli is the catcher. Coco tonight is 0 for 3. Rips one to left. Down the line. It is.
Wow.
Foul.
Well, I thought he got it. I thought he did too. I thought he hit it too hard to hook. And, you know, maybe they're going to. That's a good call, because you come out before the next pitch, and I think they're going to review it, because Mike Gallego and the people down in the bullpen are in the area where the ball landed, started pointing fair. So Bob Melvin immediately coming out. We'll take a look, because this is what the umpire is going to see if they review it. Fly to the ball. Did it go in front or around the pole? Umpire's going to talk, and ultimately the decision is to review it. What did it look like?
So the umpire's in the middle of the diamond there talking about it.
Third base
Cedarstrom, the tallest gentleman, is the crew chief.
Third base umpire, it's the hardest for him. For the second and the first base umpire, they're shaking their heads saying, I don't know, let's go review it. Wonder what Eddie Montague is saying up top here, you know, looking down on his crew.
Well, looks like they are
going to review it. Yep.
So Field and Culbert, the home plate umpire, will stay here. The other 3 will head in and take a quick look. There's Ed Montague, long time Major League umpire and all around nice guy. So he's looking at it.
Yeah, watch the flight of the baseball and see if it disappears. There's the ball.
I think it's foul.
I think it is. I think it cut in front.
Went in front.
Yep. Well, Coco is laying on the ground on Diamond Vision. They're going to play this song, and this place, whenever they say make noise, guess what's going to happen? This 30,000 is going to erupt. Yeah, another look, but it does look like it crosses in front, but we shall see. But that's the reason they have the replay and the appeal process for a foul ball, or home run calls anyway.
There's, at least what we have seen, there's nothing to show that it was a fair ball. Well, Coco got ahead in the count 2-0.
And he's ready to hit. So I think Coco was running down the line, and he looked. Of course, when you're running to first base and you're looking, you know you have the distance. It's hard to determine whether the ball is, 330 feet away, whether it's going to cut in front of the foul pole or not.
come the umpires.
Foul ball.
And it is a foul ball. So they got it right. Nothing wrong with checking just to make sure.
And that's the important thing. They did check. You see umpires shaking their heads in the middle of the diamond. They're indicating, I didn't see it. What did you see? I didn't see it. So
go check.
Just go check. That's the review, and it's right behind the dugout or right behind the plate, the monitor to be able to watch.
So the count is 2-1 to Coco Crisp. Just a touch outside. Alexia Gondo went 1 inning, a couple of strikeouts, and now Kirkman. Is right there. It's now full count, so Coco will be ready to rip. Drew will be next, and then Cespedes here in the bottom of the 8th inning. The A's 3 outs away from tying the Texas Rangers for the top spot in the AL West with 1 game to play.
Good swing on a good fastball, and Kirkman falling behind 3-1. Fastball down the middle for strike 2. Another fastball down the middle, and he fouled back, and some very good swings from the right side for Coco.
Another good swing, fouls it back. So he has seen enough of the Kirkman fastball, zeroing in on it a little bit.
And I think it's always an advantage for a pitcher to stay with a fastball right over the top, 4-seamer, for a hitter to gear up a little bit more and figure if that's the pitch he's going to get, then he's going to be ready to attack a little bit more. The only thing that Coco does this count, hardly strides, so it's all upper body, and he's very strong as he shows.
Another foul ball. So an 8-pitch at bat, about to be 9.
And for one, Grant Balfour loosening it on the bullpen. The first batter will be Josh Hamilton, but Balfour knows he has time. Colby Lewis on the DL. Joey Davis watching his hitters.
Breaking ball, strike 3 call. Wow. So slider gets Coco Crisp on 3-2.
And I think he's wondering, maybe a little bit too high. Smile on Coco, and you be the judge. Did it come down to the strike zone? Coco has fooled and looked like he's going to try even to get hit if necessary, and did not want to hear the call from Field and Colbert.
Could have been a little high.
Yeah, I thought so too. But remember, early in the game, he called the high strike, he called the low strike. So saying everything in between.
Here's Drew. And there's that same slider, and it's in for a strike.
The heart of the order for one Grant Balfour. He has Hamilton, Beltre, and Cruz. 3, 4, 5 in the 9th inning. And we'll enter with at least a 2-run lead.
Drew is 1 for 3. A single and a couple of strikeouts. Down in the bullpen again. Hanging in the bullpen. Grounded. Kinsler makes a nice play on the move, and that's out number 2. So Cespedes will hit.
And Wash has gone to his bullpen, and
so Kirkman faces 2 hitters, gets them both. So he does his job. So we got a pitching change. It's a 3-1 A's lead here in the bottom of the 8th. Brought to you by Fries.com Open. The Fries.com Open returns to Court of Ball October 10th through the 14th. Tickets available at FriesOpenGolf.com. So Cespedes will hit. It's the Johnny Gomes home run in the 6th inning. Cespedes will face Roy Oswalt. Oswalt pitched last night and got an inning of work in. Oswalt to face Cespedes. Cespedes was named the American League Rookie of the Month for September.
The first time for Cespedes in his first Major League season. First since Jamal Week shared it with Ben Revere last year for the Rookie of the Month.
That Oswalt curveball, it just kind of, it's like it gets right up to you and then it stops and drops down.
Very slow, but similar to what we will see tomorrow from A.J. Griffin. Hard delivery with a slow curveball coming out of his hand. But Oswalt has always had a big curveball, his signature pitch.
He was signed on the 29th of May, Oswalt, and he has not pitched as well as the Rangers had hoped. The point is they're lost a couple starters, and he's still pitching out of the bullpen. So the Rangers probably think maybe that's where he could help them the most.
Maybe as far as giving the number of outings as a starter every 5th day, but out of the bullpen, he might be able to start or at least appear in 3 appearances, 3 of those 5 games. And Johnny Gomes would love to get another at bat, even against the right-hander.
Two pitch, high fastball, and Cespedes swings and misses. Side retired. So the A's go quietly in the bottom of the 8th. We're headed to the 9th. The A's 3 outs away from being tied for first place.
time now for the AT&T reverse replay. Johnny Gomes on the night in which he received the Catfish Hunter Award. Matt Harrison, it's a warm night, man. You got the warm nights in Arlington, Texas, but on a warm 82 to 85 degree night here in Oakland, Johnny Gomes from Petaluma knows what it's like in Northern California on a warm night in October. And Johnny turned on a fastball and crushed it to left field. And that's made it a 3-1 game. And Grant Balfour comes in, and that's what the right field creatures do here. Got the Reddick sign, but also the Grant Balfour, whatever that dance is. What is that, right?
You know what? I'm not sure. One for 5, a home run. Hamilton against Balfour. Beltre not much luck. Cruz not much luck. So Balfour to protect a 2-run lead.
Well, we've seen 2 relievers tonight. Sean Doolittle worked his 3rd consecutive game. Ryan Cook, 3rd consecutive game. Grant Balfour, 4th consecutive game. So reliever stepping up tonight. Blackley, an outstanding performance of 6 innings. Just 1 run in 6 innings, coming off 2 starts. New York and Texas, total of 3 innings. A job well done, mate.
So Hamilton steps in. He's 1 for 3. He doubled in a run in the 3rd. He's also struck out and hit into a double play. Balfour's first pitch a bit high. When you play a team that hits a lot of home runs, that extra insurance run that you can add on at some point late in the game to get it off of that 1-run lead, make it a 2-run lead, that can be huge.
And very hard to expect that Grant Balfour could run through this part of the lineup and strike out the 3 of these 3 like he did last night in the 9th inning. Striking out Napoli to finish off the game, and a high fastball here, just a challenge to one of the strongest hitters, and that is Josh Hamilton, who loves to swing the bat.
One pitch to Hamilton, bounced. Pennington ranging far to his right, throws in time. What a play by Pennington. 1 out in the 9th.
And there's your arm strength at second base. We talked about it with Rosales and Pennington. That is a play that a second baseman a lot of times will have to stop, jump, and throw. But Pennington's strong arm continues to run off balance across his body, and a perfect throw to Brandon Moss. How about on the outfield grass? And Pennington with a strong, accurate throw to first and gets Hamilton before he even enters the screen. What a great play by Pennington, who did not even start the game. Rosales turned 2 double plays with a strong arm, and Travis Blackley likes it. That is a great play to start the inning instead of having Beltre out to tie the game possibly with a home run with a runner at first. He gets the big first out.
So Beltre does not wait around. He takes a big rip at the first pitch. Beltre has a double tonight, 1 for 3. Nelson Cruz waits in the on-deck circle. Kicks the 0-1 pitch is a breaking ball that stays high.
You see both dugouts with the increased rosters. It's hardly any room to sit.
No.
So guys out on the top step, standing and sitting on coolers.
It's like you got the upper deck and the lower deck in the dugout.
2-tiered dugout.
Slider snaps in there for a strike. 1-2.
Beltre sitting fastball, and Grant Balfour, who has 4 quality pitches, including this curveball right over the top, throws a changeup, slider, and a 95-mile-an-hour fastball. That's 4 great pitches to have for a closer.
Well, Balfour ahead in the count, 1-2. Beltre to slow things down a little bit. him out with a fastball at 96 miles an hour. 2 outs in the ninth.
And that's what the curveball does for a pitcher. He can throw the curveball and then come back with a fastball. Watch the swing by Beltre. Maybe protecting, but after the curveball and then just flat-footed swung at a pitch that he could not catch up to. What a great fastball by Balfour following the curveball. Wow. I don't think he's lost a thing from last night or the previous 3 appearances. Matter of fact, I think he's charged up even more.
Drop a little adrenaline in there.
He's got some adrenaline.
Here's Cruz. 2 outs. First pitch, fastball right by Cruz. Swing and a miss.
One of the breaking pitches that Balfour has thrown tonight in this 9th inning has really, it seemed, in the power of this order of the Rangers, gotten them thinking about the off-speed pitches, a hard slider and curveball, that the fastball's been thrown by them.
Foul to the right side, and Balfour has now got options as he's ahead in the count, 0-2 to Nelson Cruz. The Coliseum is jumping big time.
30,660. A very calm Bob Melvin sits again as he did last night in the 9th inning, watching.
Balfour standing tall on the mound. 0-2 to count. Now Cruz is going to step out. Two pitch. Strike 3 called. Strike 3 swinging, and that's the ball game. So Grant Balfour just stays after it. He gets a couple of strikeouts, and the A's win the game. And after 161 games, the A's and the Rangers are tied. And we get to come back tomorrow afternoon and decide the AL West.
And who would have thought on June the 30th, the A's were 13 behind the Texas Rangers in the division. And here after 161, they're going to play for it all tomorrow, knowing that really both are already in postseason. It's just a question of whether the A's are going to win the division or it's going to be the Rangers winning their 3rd consecutive division championship. But regardless, it's going to be exciting, isn't it?
Well, if it can be any more exciting than the last 2 nights, then it should be a lot of fun.
And Grant Balfour, 5 strikeouts in the last 2 nights. 6 batters faced, 5 strikeouts, and a great play by Cliff Pennington on the ground ball by Josh Hamilton. The 2-strike pitch blew him away on Balfour just like he did last night without jumping into his catcher's arm. But tonight gets the strikeout, and the A's have done exactly what they had hoped to do, take it to game 162.
So in a season that has been so improbable, maybe we shouldn't be surprised that with 1 game left, we still don't know who the division winner is. Johnny Gomes is standing by. It's been a big night for you, Johnny. A nice award, a home run, and a pretty big victory. How much confidence does this team have going into game 162?
Well, about as much confidence as we had when we started the season. I'm not going to lie to you. I mean, we've rallied around each other, and, you know, we just checked another one off the list, and that's being able to win after a celebration like last night.
That's a very good point, Johnny, because nobody thought you guys could come back the way you did. But you said something very important, something you talked about at the beginning of the season. You came over. You've experienced this. You felt something special about this club that you've culminated right now. What did you feel then that you're seeing right now?
Well, I mean, obviously we had to find ourselves, you know, and it starts in spring training, getting together. If those games didn't count, we wouldn't play them. I think we won the most or second most in the Cactus League. Kind of build a winning mentality, found all our players. You know, granted, we didn't have all of them, you know, the first 2 months, but we got them now. We got health, you know, we got homers. We got good defense and pitching, and boom, there goes our bullpen again.
And you indeed do have home runs. You hit your 18th tonight. It was a big one. It extended the lead to 3-1. Take us through the at-bat against Matt Harrison. It was your 3rd at-bat against him.
Well, that's just it. I've had success when I'm able to get playing time consistently. Obviously, with my start yesterday against a lefty and carrying it into today. I see Harrison well. I'm got my left-handed swing going. My third at bat, I was hoping he was going to challenge me inside after I laid off that changeup, and it was a good pitch, fastball inner half, but I was able to put some good wood on it.
Well, it was a good pitch for you, and I think about the ball you hit off Jason Vargas in Seattle, off the Jackie Robinson side, a 3-run shot, fastball inside. Hall of Famer Jim Palmer said to just set him up. Tonight, is it just the quickness you have on fastballs inside? How do you react the way you do when you do get a fastball in?
Well, if you look at majority of left-handers with their slider and their changeup, and it's tough for a left-hander to throw a fastball arm side. So, I give him the outer half as much as I can. If he can throw it out there 3 times, I'll tip my hat. Yeah. But, if you want to come inside here, I'm going to let it loose.
Yeah. Johnny, this night started out very well for you. You won the Jim Catfish Hunter Award. Ray and I talked about it. Ray was down there to give it to you. And how important is it that this is an award voted on by players, coaches, staff? What does this mean to you?
That stuff's really special to me. I don't have all the MVPs and the All-Stars, hanging up in my house. But, when you have awards, voted, from guys inside your clubhouse, guys you're around with more than your family during the season, it's pretty special. And, we've rallied around each other. And, at the end of the day, you got to be friends. And, who do you want on your side? Your best friend or the best player? I'll take my best friend all day long.
Johnny, I still have to go back to the great statement you made. You've never played on a team that had to win. You've always played on teams that want to win. How much will that help you and your team going into tomorrow? 162, game 162, and then probable season. How much will that help you guys?
It's going to be special. I tell you what, it's awesome to see all these people out here. It's taken a while, for a little home field advantage. But, if you win, they'll come. And I told these guys, that if we win, they'll come. Yeah. So, it got loud. It was rocking, for Cook and Doolittle. And, there's Balfour. So, if we can get the 10th man on our side, it's going to be special.
Well, I think you will have it tomorrow. Sellout expected. Johnny, congratulations on the award, the home run, and the win.
All right, guys, I appreciate it. Let's not forget, Catfish Hunter was a hell of a hitter, too.
Yeah, you're right. And it's perfect game. You're
right,
John.
It's perfect game. See, 350 that year.
Hey, does anybody know history better than Johnny Gomes?
Good.
He knows it.
Talk to him more.
That's
Thanks,
right.
Johnny.
All right, guys.
Great job. Great job. Because he's right. When Catfish pitched his perfect game, he got the game when he hits. He drove in 3 runs. But
you know what's great, Ray, is you think about tonight, the A's know they're going to the postseason.
That's right.
So you don't have to worry about whether you're going to the postseason. Yep. You're going. Right. Now, I don't want to say you're playing with house money, but just play tomorrow. Right. You're playing with confidence. You know you're in, and you see what happens, and maybe you walk away with the division. We had the opportunity last night for about an hour to be in a clubhouse of celebration, and many people thought, are they over-celebrating? No, they're not. They were celebrating because they were going to postseason and a probable season, so you celebrate. There were a lot of people who said, are they celebrating too much? How are they going to come back in an important game tonight? Johnny said, they showed it. And now, a full night's rest, short turnaround, for tomorrow, they'll be ready to play. And remember, when we were in Texas last Thursday, and I'll say this, and maybe this is something to consider, the Rangers have not lost 3 straight all season. Last Thursday, the A's had a chance after losing the first game to win the third. They didn't do it. They split down there. Tomorrow, game 162, they have a chance to do something for the Rangers they had not done all season, and that's lose 3 straight as the Rangers. So the A's are going to the postseason. They just don't know what they're going to be, who they're playing. We'll find out tomorrow. It's going to be an awesome day at the Coliseum. If you're not coming out, make sure you watch it tomorrow right here on Comcast Sportsnet in California. You've been watching A's Baseball on Comcast Sportsnet, part of the NBC Sports Group. Don't go away. A's Postgame Live with Brody Brazil and Shooty Babbitt starts right now.